Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Eric Andy and I'm so excited to be here again. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a leather slide, popularly known as the slippers in my local space here. Alright, so I'm using this leather and the pattern has been cut already. So this is going to be looking, the outcome is going to be very beautiful. So I want you guys to make sure that you follow through with me in this production. So guys, for all my subscribers, I want to say thank you. The new subscribers, I want to say thank you. And all my returning viewers, I want to say thank you for always watching my videos. And I hope you guys are always learning something. If you're always learning something, make sure that you give me a like and also you turn on your notification button to get more videos from me. All right, we're already into the production already. And what I'm doing right now is to apply my gum on the leather. That's the pattern which I already cut out. So it's just something very simple. I want you to follow through. Looking at this, watching this video will teach you a lot. You're gonna learn a lot from this video. So just take it easy on yourself and go one step at a time. Now the funny thing is that you need to watch this video all through so that you won't miss one step, and it's gonna help you so much. So when you cut out your pattern on your leather, you cut it out. Now the first thing I need to do is to line this particular part of the leather. So I'm going to be lining it, and that's what I'm doing right now. So just take your gum, apply your gum on it, and apply it also on the lining. This is the lining I'll be making use of. Very cool lining, and this is just the pieces lining for the purpose of what I want to do. So guys, make sure that you line it very well. So after the lining, we're going to make sure that we just spread the leather very well on the lining, and you pick up your mallet. You're gonna mallet this around. Please do not use your hammer on your leather. When you use your hammer on your leather, you're gonna leave some punches on it, and you wouldn't like it at all. There'll be some marks on it. So please do not use your hammer. Just use a mallet. This is the mallet you're seeing on my table there. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is to also cut the lining out. You can see the way I line this is, I don't know if you've tried this method, but this the style at which I use in lining, I didn't line one after the other. The pattern I already cut out, I lined everything out and together. So what I'm not going to do again now is to put the pattern on the leather, that's the back of the lining, or the front, whichever you want, and I'm going to mark the pattern on it. So this style it will give your pattern a very accurate cutting, and there will be no gum lines at the edge of your leathers. So when you line first before you cut, it comes out more perfectly well. All right. So remember to, as you mark the pattern, make sure that you turn for both left and right. It's very important for this particular pattern. It's very important that you do that. So next thing I'm going to do now I'm going to cut in on the line. So earlier on when I marked this pattern that's before lining, I didn't cut the pattern on the line because I knew that I was not ready to do the final cutting. So what I just did was just little space beside, then I line. When I finish lining, that's when I place my pattern on it, and as I marked, then I cut. Okay, so that's it for this. You can see the design. This design I want to bring out. All right, just from the thumbnail, you'll have known, should have known the design by now. All right, make sure that you cut very. Make sure that your cutting is very straight. Please, there's the way you hold your scissors. Very important to know how you hold your scissors. When you hold your scissors perfectly well, you're gonna have a very good outcome, and to be like more like a laser cutting. I'm telling you, it works perfectly well when you use the right the method to cut. So just make sure that you're cutting very well. Your cutting is perfect. Make sure that your hands are straight. When your hands are straight, you'll be able to cut very well. So after cutting, I'm going to try to align these uppers together. I call them my uppers because that's the upper part of the slippers or the slide. All right. So I'm gonna make sure that all the parts I need to cut out is well cut out. And the next thing I'm gonna do is to I'm going to be applying gum, but before then, let me mark the other strap that I'm using to That's for the front. That's where our the pendant that I'll be using, or the logo that I'll be using, that's where it should be. So we'll cut this on the line also. Just watch. This one I'm cutting on the line direct. Since I'm not lining it, I'm cutting on the line direct. So that means when you're not lining it, you just cut on the line direct. So you can see the way I'm cutting it out direct on the line. Okay, so that's just for this. So I'm gonna be cutting this out, and this is the one that with that our the logo that I'm going to be using. That's where it's going to be passing through. Okay, so just please note that that's where it's going to be passing through. It's going to be very very cool, and you're going to like the outcome. So just follow through with me. So guys, as you're watching, maybe you're returning viewer, or maybe you just stumbled on my channel and you decide to watch me to this time. I congratulate you because you're already learning a lot. So remember to hit the like button if you would love what you're watching, and also click on the subscription button to subscribe to see more of my videos on shoes making. All right. So as I got this out right now, I'm just gonna be I'm gonna try to make sure that all the parts I need to um, I arrange them well. Then I start applying gum on the edges of the place I'm coming together. All right. So this is the side I'll be coming together. So just applying my gum on that edge. So since we're gonna be joining them together later on, so just watch and follow. It's not something difficult, and I hope you're not lost at all. When you follow this method, you're gonna get the right outcome. Okay, so you can see there. I'm gonna just allow it to get dry a little. When they get dry, then start fixing them together. As I hope you can see this clearly. This is very clear. All right. So that's what I want to achieve there, and I've done that. Allow this to get dry also, then you're good to go. Just make sure that they are well aligned. Once they're well aligned, then I'm going to be fixing the upper that's on the strap that will be holding the logo itself. Okay, so um you can see that I'm already trying to to see that these things are working perfectly well for me. All right, that's the strap that is okay for me. So right now I'm going to be marking the part where it's going to stop. So I'm going to be, this is the logo that I'll be using. This is the logo I'm using. So I'm going to pass it through. Let's pass it through the logo. And this is how you're going to fix this. So you just pass it through. Then you try to adjust it until you are sure that it has fit in very well to the proper place you want it to be. So that's you're gonna use your discretion and making sure that you check it over and over again. When you see that it's not well set, um you can open it and rearrange it. All right, so guys, after that, the next thing I'm gonna do is to gum the strap on it. All right, so we're gumming the strap on it. So just put your gum at the back of the the upper itself. Put your gum just at the back. Then you can see where I'm putting my gum here. You can see where I'm putting my gum here. Please just watch and follow where exactly I'm putting my gum. Now this is my die, and I'll be making use of my die just to do some little edge painting. You can use your edge paint and an edge paint, but I'm just using my die for this purpose. So if you have an edge paint, you can use your edge paint to just edge coat the edge of the leather slide. That's if you wish to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna dye this around. Let's dye this together. All right, we're almost there. Making sure that all the sides. This is just gonna give the slippers a cool finishing, and it make it more classy and more professional. All right. So once we're done with that, then we fix the upper where it ought to be. Okay, that's on the strap itself. Remember that the strap is the one that is carrying the logo. So please remember, always remember that the strap is the one carrying that is holding the logo. So I'm placing it, making sure that it's in the right place until I get the desired result. Then I'll move forward. So since I already got what I wanted, so I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other leg. So whatever I do at the right leg, that's what I'm doing on the other leg. So we just pass it through again. I'm sure you already know this, and you take it through, make sure that it enters very well, and make sure that it's aligned to the place where you want it to be. You can check the other leg to see how you fixed it, and you are good to go. And make sure that as you're watching this video, make sure that you are rewinding, just to check over and over again, so that you get the exact way we did this. So you can see the way I'm pulling just to get the accurate place that I want it to be. It's very important. Once you get that place, then you're good to go. So since I've not been able to get it, then I just have to make sure that I position it very well. All right, I think we're good to go now. The next thing we're going to be doing is, please note, we're going to be sewing this on the strap. That part this particular part, note this part, please. That's where you'll be sewing. All right, guys. So you'll be stitching this particular part, you know. So just make sure that you stitch to that. That's what's going to be holding the upper part on the strap. So once I stitch that, I'm just checking it out to be sure that that I'm good to go. So this is what we want to achieve. So I hope you guys can see it very well. That's what we want to achieve there. Once I am able to achieve that, then our upper is ready. Okay, so let's just make sure that we lay it very well on it. Once it lays very well, I'm sure that this is okay. I just apply my gum on that particular part. I'm going to apply my gum at the back. Apply your gum at the back. Sorry that this is not showing very well, but I'm still going to make sure it shows very well. All right. So I hope you guys can see it now. So this is where I'm going to be stitching. As you can see, yes, I'm going to be stitching straight. I'm going to stitch in straight, yeah. So and also this side, just stitch straight. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. It's going to be fixed. Okay. All right. Just make sure that you stitch the strap on the upper itself, and that's what's going to be holding it. So that's what I'm going to do to the both legs. That's just the same thing. Just repeat the same process. All right, this is how it's going to come out. You can see the place I stitched. So apply your gum on this particular part. This is the part that is holding the strap that is coming. So apply your gum there, and you also apply your gum at this side also. Once you apply your gum, allow that to dry. Pick up the second one. Do the same thing, just like I did now. I hope you guys can see it more clearly now. All right. Okay, I'm gonna apply my gum also on this particular part. Okay, yes, and we allow it to just get dry. Once it is dry, then you can bring it back, and you just little gum at the edge center, then you lay it. Now don't worry, it's not gonna pull. This strap holder there, that's a wide one, it's going to hold the strap that's coming. So we're gonna stitch this part that I'm holding. I'm gonna be stitching this part. Okay, so as you can see, our upper is almost ready. We are about 90%, yes, already. Okay, so let's make sure we do this the same way we did the other one. All right, and we gum it together. Once you gum it together, this is what you're gonna get. Okay, so I would advise that you stitch that's what you can just use your hammer to just hold it. So now you can unstitch this, or you can also use your machine to stitch it. So I'll be doing both the machine stitching and also the hand stitching. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right, this is my machine, and I'm trying to stitch this. Okay, so because of the flat bed machine I'm using, I'm not able to go through to the tip, so I'm going to use my hand to I'm going to unstitch the the um, the ending point of that place, if you know what I mean by that. Okay, what I'm trying to explain is that, look at this now. As I'm stitching this, I'm not able to stitch to the ending point. So at that point I had to stop, and I'm going to unstitch it myself. So I would advise that you unstitch first for cutting. Yes, I would advise that you unstitch first for cutting. So please, you can do that when you are doing yours or making yours. Make sure you unstitch for cutting. And if you have the post bed machine, you're good to go. Now let's set our hopper. Our hopper is ready, and we're good to go to set our hopper. just bring, this is the insole for the upper, and this is me arranging or setting the upper. All right, so I've already placed my upper on the edge, and this is a simple slippers. So make sure that you use the right punch and punch the hole. That's punch the hole where the strap will be passing through. That's the one going underneath underneath the insole. And the punch what I'm punching here is the where the strap will be passing through. So just watch with me and let's enjoy the ride together, guys. Remember that if you haven't subscribed, there's an opportunity for you to do that. Make sure that you subscribe, click on it, hit the like button, smash on it like never before, and also make sure that you turn on the notification button, say something, like can ask any question. I'll be glad to respond. And for those of you that love to, you want to roll with me one on one, you want to have a one on one class with me, you can reach out to me through my social media handles. Check it out in the description. Definitely, you will see it there. All right. So the cutter was what I'm going to be using to cut those parts that I already punched. And please make sure that when cutting, you're very careful so that the cutter does not damage your leather. So be careful, and also be careful with it so you won't hurt yourself. All right. So and this is what I'm doing now, cutting it out. That's the part that the strap will be entering. Yes, that's the upper itself. That's the part is going to be entering. That's what I'm cutting out. Your cutting has to be very, very straight, and then make sure that there's no contour so that your work can come out well and beautiful. All right, so let's pass the strap through the holes, and now we're getting ready. As you guys can see, the slippers is getting set, and this is our last. Let's put our last on it. Wow, this is looking so beautiful. This is looking beautiful. Sorry for the position of the camera. I'm going to position the camera correctly soon. So you're going to just do the same thing that you did for the other leg here. So this is just like a repetition of what you did the other time. So if you don't understand it, you can just go back and watch the video over and over again for clearer understanding. I hope you guys have been able to learn something from me today. And this slippers is the outcome is so beautiful. I so much love the outcome. Make sure that you cut the strap. There's the strap holders, and that's the hole for the strap. Make sure you cut it very well and make sure that it's straight. If it's not straight, it's gonna show, and your client or your customer will not like it. So and when passing through, make sure that the hose is wide enough for it to pass and not too wide, so that you will not have leftovers of holes. I mean, that means the space wouldn't be too much. All right, so this is me fitting in the upper. Can you see this is what we want to achieve? Wow, this is beautiful. So we just cut out the excesses and we're good to go, guys. This is the slippers is getting ready and we are almost there. We're almost there. Okay, all right. So this is the part I want you to get in to make sure that it aligns very well. Make sure that you, in case the person has a wide leg, you adjust it. If you have a slim leg, you also know you must know how to adjust it. It's very important that you know how to adjust it. So sometimes if you can ask the client, or when you check the person's leg, maybe is it a slim leg or a wide leg, then you'll be able to adjust it very well. So you apply, once you file this particular part, I filed it already. That's why you're applying the gum, and you apply your gum. So once this is done, then we can move to the next one. So just like I said earlier on, the same thing you did there, that's the same thing you'll be doing in the next one. So guys, I'll see you in the next video on the completion of this leather slide. I hope you've learned something, guys, and I appreciate you all for always watching my video. And to all my returning viewers, thank you. New subscribers, I holla you guys. You guys are the real MVP. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed my video, please smash on the like button, click on the subscription, and let's meet in my next video coming out soon. And how do you get that? Make sure you turn on your notification button so that whenever I post a video, you'll be the first to know that I just posted a video. Thank you for always watching Ericande Leathers, and I will see you guys next time. God bless you. Amen.